Y'all, welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy and we're on build 3 of our camp party by Cute Room. But why is it called a camp party? It should just be like a birthday party. I don't know. Anyways, previously we had built up our little, this is our base with our main wall in the back, and then last one we built the second wall, which is a windowed, like these are like French doors with the windows on the side. And our little light is coming out the back, so everything is nice and dried. This little thing, I am glad I made it a bit lower. I like it a bit lower. Is it perfectly even? No, and it's driving me kind of bonkers. But I also don't want to risk pulling it off again, because that was insane, the amount of time it took to get that to stay. So anyways, what are we doing? Oh, before we move on, because next we're going to make some steps and then put the steps and that wall on our base. But before that, really quickly, when I pulled the pieces for this out of this bag, which is B2, I didn't seal it up because I wasn't sure if I was done pulling pieces. And then after recording, I went to move it and some pieces fell out. I found them all, but I did notice something is broken in here, and it's coming up fairly shortly, like 2 things before it. So I want to fix it so it has plenty of time to dry. So I'm going to put all the other pieces back in here. Do you see what's broke? It took me a minute. So this is supposed to be the same as that. But instead of the roof, they're little display cases. So instead of the top and side, I have little pieces. So I'm going to try really quickly. And I thought about doing this off camera, but this is the reason I do it. In case you guys also have this issue. What do, right? So I'm gonna try to attempt. Yeah, I think that one goes there. And the way this wood splinters, it kind of fits together like a jigsaw puzzle. Okay, that one goes there. Well, maybe. Does that one go there instead? Oh, maybe that one goes there, and then this has the little corner. Oh, that fits better. Okay, maybe, let's see. I think that's there. Just trying to fit them back together. Pretty sure this one goes here because it is the only one that's like really flat. But just trying to determine which direction is not so easy. This one has a bend on it, so I'm pretty sure, well, it could be, pretty sure it's the top. Except now I'm not so sure. This one has this big chunk, but I don't know where it goes. Huh. Is it under there? No, I don't know how this sits. Well, I thought I had it, and now I'm second guessing. Yeah, that does. It's got to go there. Okay, so instead of having 20 minutes of me unsure of how this goes, oh, I just want to double. Does it go on this one? Okay, I'm going to repair this off camera. So just know that if this happens, you can repair it. What I do, just so you know, I use my Aleene's Original Tacky Glue. I will put it on one half of it, and then I do use my Crazy Glue Super Glue. Don't, with the brush applicator, don't stick the brush in the white glue. I will put it on the other side, and then once I know exactly how they fit, because they do kind of, they don't break even, is what I'm saying. They do break kind of with pieces that, yeah, those match up. Just, it's got to be on the right side. So I'll just show you on this one. So I'm going to put my Aleene's there. And my super glue there. And get them locked in, locked in on the way the pieces fit together. Maybe. I know I had it right before. Now why can't I get it right now? Okay. Yep, I'm gonna have to take some more time with that. But so if we get to that point today, we'll skip it and then come back on the next video, and it will be repaired. If I've had them break before, and I've just been able to, like, because you see how like there's a little splinter of wood here, it'll fit in somewhere else, and I've been able to find those and go, oh yeah, that's right where it goes, and then glue them right together. And for some stinking reason I can't do that on, it's not working on this one. Pretty sure that one, yep, that one does fit there. Okay, so if that one fits there on that side, I'm going to set them how I think they go. Just turn to the on the side, and that is the top, and that one somehow will match down there, and I will get those glued up. But anyways, let's go on to what we know to do here. So I need B5 and B6. So those are in a B1 bag, and there are two last loose pieces. And one is bigger than the other, and the bigger one is painted on the edges. The smaller one is not. Then we need A1-3 and A1-4. And there. So yeah, I just got all my pieces together to make it easier, and clip them. I just like to use a little binder clip to keep them nice and neat. So A1-3 and A1-4. Now we still have some pieces down here at the bottom, so just cut these however you are comfortable cutting, whether it's scissors or maybe a blade with a ruler. Okay, I'm gonna put these I just like to do them a bit in order of size so I don't lose small pieces in the middle. That's just me. So now, so A3 is wider, yes. So A3 will go on the bigger one. And why are you bending it over if you've painted both sides? I don't know. Beats me. There is a fold line on each of these to fold over the front. And of course, if you don't want to watch me cut it out, if you're not also cutting out pieces, feel free to fast forward. No worries. This is a new blade, but it does not feel like a new blade. I don't know why. I know I'm all wonky on that edge. Honestly, I'll trim it up. It'll be on the back of the wood, and once I get it glued on according to the fold line, then I'll turn it over and trim up any excess. So I am being careful, I'm just not worrying about my little wobbles on these ones. Okay, and that's a handy dandy ruler, because I can't fold paper on a straight line with my hands. We've established this. So I'm just going to line it up on that fold dotted line. And then give it a little bit of a crease over. Now I learned from the last one, I'm going to do it on both. Then I learned on the last time, I do want to bend them fully so it gets a nice crisp edge. And then to get that crisp edge, because this is a bit thicker paper, I'm going to go ahead and crease it down. That will go on our smaller one. I'm trying to see if this paper is breaking with white on it, or if that's just the glare. Hoping it's the glare. Okay, so this is also Aleene's original tacky glue, just in a bigger bottle, because I don't want to use the precision tip on this big of an area. That would take forever. And I did bring you guys a little bit closer down. I noticed on the other videos, I had lifted my camera position when we did the Magic Castle, because it was so big that I needed extra space, and then I forgot, and then so when I was formatting, I happened to look. Sometimes I don't always look close enough, and I happen to look and go, ooh, we're a bit a ways, aren't we? So I hope this is a bit of a better view. I hope it's not too close. Let me know what you guys think. Is it close enough? Is it too close? All right, usually I would use my little scraper on this, but I've got a nick in it, which has been cutting the paper. So I'm just gonna use my fingers and pressure on the workstation. Do the same thing on the other one. Making sure that front is up nice and tight, and then we're level on our two sides. I just had some glue on my finger that got on the paper and it will scrape off. Okay, so now I'm going to come back and just trim off any edges. So that way, because you know, I cut this, so I could have cut wrong, which I obviously did. I have some edges to trim. And that way it won't be a barrier against the wall on the back or anything like that, or the floor underneath. Just want to make sure that your blade is nice and flat so you don't go under the wood or too far out where you're not getting any cuts. Okay, that one's nice and even now. Same thing on this one. Oh, those edges are nice. It's just the back, which I knew this was going to need trimmed up because I could tell when I cut it. Okay. And then, so the little one's going to go on now they're the same width. Oh, we want the wood in the front on both. The paper, not the white and the natural wood. We want the paper covered on the front of both. And then we're just gonna go ahead and glue. So I'm gonna put the glue on bottom of the little one so I don't over glue on the front of the big one. And then making sure my edges are even, and I'm using the workstation to make sure they're even on the back. Okay. Now we're going to bring in our main flooring again, and then our other piece. Careful that wire. Now this is going to set right there, You're kidding me. Remember I said we wanted it as close to 90 degrees as we could? Oh, I mean, it's gotta just like slide in. Perfect. It does, but you can't have it angled. It's gotta be flat to go in. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, okay, I'm gonna glue the bottom of this first and put it on my board. A bit of super glue, just like, oh wait, that's gonna go up. Yeah, that's this edge is gonna touch this edge, so I'm also going to glue on this edge. So now just super glue a bit in the corners, just to help it get tacky quicker, and then butt up against that wall, which should level us in the back. Okay. It is not all the way, and this could just be my putting it together, but it's not 100% flush in the back if I have it against this edge. And I think I would rather have it against this and have a little bit of, I mean, it is literally like a fingernail's width back there, just a little bit, you know, just that little. I'd rather have that edge back there than that space in between my walls. So I am going to, but I make sure they're flush on the sides and even across. And that makes it flush on the front too. Yes, okay. Give that just a few seconds to adhere down. Why did you come off of the wall? It scooted up off the wall. That's weird. And Aleene's will dry clear, and I'm pretty sure like most white glues, don't quote me because I have not used every white glue, but I think most white glues will dry clear. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is with those brown side, I'm not gonna like coat the flooring, I'm just gonna put like a squiggle down because it's gonna be pretty tight. I'm not gonna glue it to the sides. So I'm literally just putting like a squiggle in, and then without trying to drag the back through the glue, but also trying to go underneath the curtains. I'm gonna scoot it back all the way and then push it down. There we go. Okay. And yeah, it looks like we're lined up right. So the top step is just on the inside of this frame. And then the bottom step is just on the outside of this frame. So if you can see, we're inside and outside. So I think it looks like we're lined up correctly. Just gonna pray everything stays where it's supposed to stay. Why did you, this front end keeps trying to lift up. I don't know why. Okay, so we now have a room. I think it's a very cute room. I didn't do that on purpose, I promise. But it's by Cute Room, so it's a cute room. All right, so we're gonna set this over to the side. And then we're gonna make a little dessert table. So we need B9 and 4 B10s. So in our B2 bag, oh, 2 B10s, I'm sorry. So B9 is our last big white one. And the 2 B10s are, that's the last of the white wood. The rest is our little car. So these go in, it says 0.3 centimeters in from the edge. And they are not exact the same width, but close. I'll be honest, I'm not measuring. So I'm just going to put it at least 3 centimeters in, and then just kind of eyeball it being straight, and kind of centered in the middle of that. That one looks good. Now I'm going to do my best just to get it very similar on the other side. So we're just going to hold those, let them get tacky. And we have a standing table. Okay, now we want to take A12, cut out A12 according to A12-01 template and stick it via the edge of the table. So this was our template sheet, A12-1. So this right here, it's 18 by 3.4 centimeters. Is it the inside edge? I'm assuming. Okay. I'm running out of cutting mat. So I'm just zipping it out of the paper here so I can work with it. Move these back over to the side. And you know me, the less extra paper junk around, the better. And then what material is this? A12. Let's just double check. A12 is our white dark pattern cloth. Okay, so this white long strip. Okay. Great, and it is crinkled all to Kingdom Come. Oh my goodness. So because I kind of need another hand, you know, I'm going to attempt to use my material cutter since I can do it one-handed. I hope. Okay. Okay. A little bit. Oh, I didn't cut all the way through all the material. Dang it. Okay. If I am out of frame, I do apologize, but I'm kind of stuck now. If I move this, I will never get it lined back up. Having changed my camera, I forget where my workstation is a bit sometimes. Okay, well, it's not like perfect, but it's as close as we're gonna get. Right. Oh yeah, I left a bit, left a bit on this edge. That's okay. So what? You know what? Where's one of those little scrappies? I'm gonna try something that I did on. I have to try it on a scrap of each material. This thing is fraying. But it being white, I'm not sure if it will blacken it. Okay, yeah, we caught fire there. Thank goodness I did it on a scrap piece. So, just like any other material, I did it on other materials too. You gotta stay a good distance back. Just let that heat. But I want to try something else. I'm going to try another little thought I had that maybe isn't quite as rough. I need another little bit of that material, please. Do I have any, hold on. Okay, so the other thing I want to try, and I don't have any clue if this is gonna work, is hairspray. So I want to see if I go ahead and pull it out, like the edges off, will it stop it from fraying or not? I'm not sure. Like, this is just totally a shot in the dark. Okay, so I'm gonna spray this end, because this end has actually like the frayed. Let it dry for just a second. We're going to attempt a little experiment here together, because like I said, I've not tried this before. Okay, it does make it a bit wet. But now that one was already frayed. Now will extras? Now I have threads. Hairspray to my finger. Oh no, it's not gonna work, you guys. It's still, no, still coming undone. Okay, it was just it was a thought I had the other day. And I was like, well, if hairspray makes your hair stay, will it make thread stay? I wasn't sure, but that is a no-go. So now let me just clean up that hairspray. How many of y'all just laughed at me like, but how many, honestly, how many of you have ever tried that? So I guess I just want to see if I have any frayed edges. Now the thing, I like the torch with it. I don't like to pull the frayed edges because it leaves the when you pull like one here, it leaves the, you can see the ones that go this way. So I do just kind of melt them. Come on. Ooh. That will go on the bottom. A few on this edge and then we'll attach it to the table. I feel like I'm just, yeah, that one. Playing with fire. Kids, don't do this at home by yourself. Always have a, oh shoot. Okay, always have a parental, have an adult around. Okay, the good thing was is that edge was a bit crooked. So I was able to just take off the burnt part and then actually straighten that edge a bit. So basically it worked out for me, luckily. I'm going to have to scrub this mat now. It's still a bit sticky from the hairspray. But we'll do that later. Okay, so I'm stop playing now. So they want us to attach this on all four edges. I just want to make sure it's going to go around. And if we have any overlap. A little bit of overlap. Okay. So I'm going to start kind of in the middle because I'll put the opening in the middle of the back. And I gotta say, their wood may not be the best, but their measurements are pretty spot on. This is sits pretty straight down to the ground. And the measurements for the curtains were really good. So I'll give them that. Usually it's the measurements that I hate. But these guys' measurements are good. Their wood's not the best, but it is what it is, and I'm not, just something to know, because it's something you'll have to deal with if you get a cute room. Like I said, it's not my first cute room, and I've had issues with some of their wood before, but overall, I think cute rooms are pretty good. Just making sure I'm pulling tight around those corners because I don't want them to slip down. Not like super tight, but that's also why I'm holding the side that I just glued down, because I don't want it to pull while it's still drying. Go to the back. I don't think I want an overlap. So I'm just going to go right up to where it touches the start point. My scissors are stuck in. Actually, you know what? I don't mind the overlap. No, I'm not going to cut it off, because if I cut, I'm just worried if I cut like a little bit crooked, then we're going to have a show. So, okay, change my mind. I'm going to put the glue on the back of the rest of this material. And just go ahead and lay it down right on that, over the top layer, over the first layer. Yep, I'm good with that. Cutting off any of these little extras that are popping up. Not too many. We're pretty good. Okay, so there is our little skirted table now. All right. Now we want the blue material, A9. So this very pretty baby blue material, and then also our my brain, I'm saying lattice. It's not lattice. It's not leather. It's lace. Oh, sorry, our lace. Okay, so we want the template A9-2. So A9-2 is this diamond here. So because I have templates still here and on each side, I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the actual diamond. And now it looks like this one, A9-1, is also out of this material, because this is the background of that blue material. But it doesn't look like A10-1 over here on this side is in that material. So I do like when they give you all of them of one material together. That way I know how much I need to make sure I have a space of the blue material to cut that out with. I hate it on one of, was it the last build or the build before? Like they were like sprinkled throughout the whole page but all different materials. I was like, wait, what? That was not fun because I cut some of the stuff wrong. Okay, this one is very, very, very frayed. Try to kind of stop some of it without peeling it all. I am not a seamstress. You guys, I say that all the time, but I hate when material does this. You think that there's a way to stop it. Any of you seamstresses that know how to stop this? We obviously saw my attempt at hairspray and it didn't work. Please, if you know how to stop the fraying, short of burning it like I do, which, I mean, it works. It's not ideal because it can't actually burn. Let me know in the comments. Seriously, like, is there a trick you guys have? And please don't tell me to iron it. I'm not ironing this. I'm just not. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. And that gives us plenty of room to work with. Oops, sorry, my holder just fell over. So I'm going to go ahead and why does this thing, how do I use this wrong? Seriously? Carefully turn it over, make sure I'm lined up. I always never get like a clean cut. It's always got stuck somewhere. Okay. All right. So now we have our diamond. So these little bits can go, paper can go. Obviously we need to save this. Now, this is the, kind of wasn't looking forward to this part. There's a more, like there's a duller side and then like a more, a side that has like the lines a bit more, I think. So I'm going to put the lines up top, throw my table around here. But first, we need to take our lace and we need, wait, what? 20, I'm just trying to decide if it's 25.6 centimeters. That can't be 25.6 centimeters, is it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe, yeah. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20 and a half. So I'm going to go ahead and cut 30. So 20, no, yeah, 20, 25.6. I can almost read, guys. Ooh, 25.6. So let's start over here. 1. Nope, that's on a half. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and just over a half. Now this is literally 27, so we're close on this one. I have that much extra. Probably not worth saving, so I'm not going to save it. But now here's the interesting part, okay, guys? So you see where that top part of that material is just very thin netting. It's like netting, but the bottom part is the bright white. We have to cut all that netting off. Literally, we have to cut around. Hoo-wee. Okay, I'm gonna give it a go and see how it goes. I mean, it shouldn't be hard, right? Hardest part is just like not cutting in the wrong spot. I'm thinking. But I want all this cleaned out, and okay, maybe we pull it to the side, pull it down a little. Okay, it's not hard. It's just going to be a bit of time consuming. Okay, are we ready to buckle in? Please feel free to fast forward if you don't want to sit and watch me cut all this out. I totally understand, because I just kind of cut the wrong part. I'm not going to do all the nooks and crannies first. I'm going to get the big bulk of it off. So I'm basically just going around over the top of the big circle, and then over the top of the little circle, and then over top of the big circle. So there's still some netting on there. And when I'm done with 25 centimeters of this, I'll decide if I go back and finish it. We'll see. Yeah, it's literally only making it difficult because they're round, not because this material is hard to get through or anything. So yeah, I can see like a big difference. It already looks way different. And some of you may say, like, you know what, screw it, just put the lace on, because we're putting this around the edge of the triangle, and some of you just may put it on as lace. That's, you know, your choice, their artistic license. Spent your money on the kit, spent your time making it. You decide how much you want to put into it. So if you don't want to spend the next however many minutes cutting this, don't worry about it. Just put it on how it is. Well, we're definitely not getting to the display cases. I don't even know if we're going to get the table done. Because then we have to put little, oh, we have to put those little gold balls on this. Ooh. Yeah, we're already getting close on our time. So, let's see. We'll see. And every once in a while I'm just cutting off that excess because it's just in my way, right? Almost wondering if scissors, well, I know when I cut like paper and I'm cutting circles, scissors are easier. They're like the only thing that scissors are easier for me. I just don't know how it would do getting down in, I don't think I could get down into the little bits here. So maybe not, I don't know. Well, it looks like we're just over halfway done. And I gotta say, I don't know if I'm going back in to clean up those inner edges. I'm not sure. We'll see when it's done. Because you kind of can't really see them now that this top line, this top right line and the big section of the netting is gone. You kind of can't see the little bits that are just down in those little bends. But forgot where I was. Oh, I was over here. Ooh, this is, you want to talk about tedious work on miniatures, this is some tedious work. But man, it absolutely, I'm so surprised at how much it changes the appearance of this with just that top bit cut off. Like, it looks like totally different material. getting there. We're getting there. So we're gonna go over, obviously, a little bit over an hour, but I've kind of been doing that like the whole last build. And this build, you know, it happens because there's one more step I want to do to this now, and that way we'll have time to dry. That way when we come back next build, we'll be able to just put this on the table. But if I don't do those little gold beads now, I'm worried that I won't be able to put it up on the table right away because the beads won't be dry enough and won't like fall off. So there's 16 pieces. Okay, I read that wrong. I thought I said 6 and I was like, yeah, no problem. 16. Okay. Well, I'm gonna stand by it. I do want to get them done. Where are we at? 10, is it 2 or 7? I don't know. If it's 2, we're good. We'll just be a little bit over because I'm gonna do it. Ooh. Okay. Let me just take a, okay, so some of them, like around the top ones, I wasn't so close on. So I think just kind of like maybe like a trim, not just cutting them out, y'all. And just try not to cut the important bits. It's just that netting, that real fine threading that's on there. It's going to be on the blue. You can kind of see it. Okay, no, my neck is on fire. I'm just going to make sure the tops are of the circles are, you know, clear. Come on, lay flat. Ooh, almost got too much on that one. it is what it is. I'm done cutting. So now we need 16 of A21. Which are what beads? A21. Oh, okay. Our little, we got to cut these. Jeez, really? Okay, so, but first we're supposed to put this with the scalped edges, so the solid edge that we did not cut goes on the edge of the material. Let's see how difficult you're going to make this for me. I'm just going to put it on that edge because it's, you know, nice and thick. But I am also going to put it on the top. Whoop, I didn't want that much there. On that top little flower thingy because it's a bit up. Okay, so now boy, that's an awful, oh, I can't, how how you make that turn, guys? How do you make that turn? I know how I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm gonna cut my edge. Now I'm gonna come back the other direction and lay it on there. I don't know how else to do it because that's the only way I could make it work. They show it all. They don't show any cutting, and I, to be honest, I don't know how they did it. Theirs looks very smooth. Mine was just not going to lay like that. So I'm going to overlap it because I want it fully in the corner there. Okay. All right, I'm going to trim off that little bit of that top ball that's just kind of hanging over the edge. Okay, next edge. And again, just overlap it. Okay, this was a different angle, so it actually laid nice and flat. I didn't have to cut any. This was a sharper angle than this one, so this one actually laid nicely on that. And they're measuring out where I'm cutting them like just... Oh, what are you doing? Where are you? Just before that bigger ball on top, so then I have a full swoosh, you know, not on the bottom, but then we cover up with this one, and it gives us that full edging. Okay, let's get our glue on here, and this will be last edge. Now this one's gonna have that little bit of that top little ball sticking out again because it's a sharper corner. That's okay. We know how to deal with that. And then now I did cut this like that little bit extra because I wasn't sure which we didn't need it. It's the perfect size, you guys. Cut off that little bit of that little flower, and it ends right with the large ball. I gotta say, I'm quite impressed with the way this turned out. I like it. Now, where are those little balls supposed to go? So on the ups. What? Oh, wait. No, I didn't. What? I don't understand. Okay, they showed us going around the big ball and around the little flower, and around the big ball and around the little flower. But when you come over here, there's just the little flower. Because up on that point should be that big ball. Okay, they switched up. They like literally changed, because this is what they tell us to cut out, but that is not what's on here. It's not. They cut off that top ball. But I like them on here. So that... Okay, so underneath the top ball is where it's supposed to... Every two is supposed to be a gold one. So if we start here in the corner with one and then go, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How did they even get 16? Two, three, one. So it's on each corner and then 3 in the middle. Okay, so if it's on the corner, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we go 1, 2, 3, okay, so they're closer on the, okay, yeah, they are closer on the edges. So, okay. 1, 2, but then it's not even here. So if we have it in here and we go 1 and 1 and then skip 1 and then okay, I'm confused. Because see, on these, because they're sharper corners, we have one of the big balls like basically touching, and then these, they're spread out. I guess at this point, it's just a, however you want it, I guess. My only question is, do we use, now I have more of this in my stash, but do we use this anywhere else? So that those of you that don't, can you overuse it? A21, right? A21. We do use a couple, 1 piece, 2 pieces, so there's 3 on the cake. So there's 3 on the front of the cake here. Oh yes, oh yes. So we can't use them all. There's a centimeter here. No, that's A19. A21. We need 2 pieces. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 from the cake. There's 16. Just looking real quick. So it looks like we need at least 16 to use throughout the rest of it. Okay, so if we, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So if we take those 16 and say, we need these for later. Oh, we have plenty, you guys. And I'll admit, I hate using these as beads because I've got to cut off the edge. Like, just give me beads. Just seriously, give me little gold seed beads. And I just, okay, no, you know what? I sent it flying and I don't know where. And we are well over now. We're gonna finish this next time. We may not get it exactly up on the table. We may have to let it sit and dry for a few minutes. That's all. I mean, not that bad. But we know what we're doing. So yeah, so next time we'll finish up our blanket and then it's going to go like that. And we'll glue that all down. And then hopefully we'll have this bracket or this display case, the broken one, I will have it fixed, right? And so we'll make our display case and then our cake and then some more cakes in display cases and more cakes in display cases, and we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 going up on this here. We'll have our big cake and then we'll have the display, that big display case there, and then we'll have 2 smaller ones that we're gonna make. Okay, I don't think we're probably going to get through, but we do get to make the cakes. Oh, I am happy about that. Okay, not that one. Strawberry ones, that's cool. We're gonna make the filling and everything. Okay, I'm excited now. So anyways, I'll shut up and stop talking, and I'm going to bed now. So thank you guys so very, very much. I do appreciate each and every one of you. You know that. I love you guys. You make this so fun for me. That's why I sit here jabbering, because I know there's at least a few of you out there that will stay to the end and listen to me jabber, right? Okay. So yeah, come back next time. We'll get going. We'll finish this, and then we'll get going on some of the fun stuff, right? All right, so I hope to see you on the next build. Bye.